Part 1: Leadership. Why great leaders are remembered for how they speak. 4 to 5 minutes when spoken calmly. People don't follow leaders because of titles. They follow leaders because of how those leaders make them feel. This is one of the most powerful lessons from the language of leaders. A leader can have the best strategy in the world, but if they cannot communicate it clearly, nothing moves. Many organizations fail not because people are lazy, but because people are confused. Confused about the mission, confused about the direction, confused about whether they matter. Great leaders remove confusion. They speak with clarity. They speak with purpose. And most importantly, they speak with values. In today's world, leadership is no longer private. Every message can be shared. Every mistake can be exposed. Every silence can be questioned. That is why communication is no longer optional for leaders.
It is leadership.
The book explains that modern leaders live in a fishbowl. They are watched by employees, customers, communities, and the world. What you say, how you say it, and even what you don't say, all send signals. Strong leaders understand this. They don't hide behind complicated language. They don't use big words to sound important. They speak simply, honestly, and consistently, because trust is built through clarity. Another key lesson is this: leaders must communicate purpose, not just profit. People want to know, why does this work matter? Who does it help? What do we stand for? When leaders only talk about money, people disconnect. But when leaders talk about mission, people engage. Purpose gives meaning to sacrifice. Purpose gives strength during hard times. This is especially powerful for communities that know struggle: immigrants, refugees, and people who had to rebuild from nothing. Purpose turns pain into preparation. The book also teaches that great leaders don't control everything. They create leaders everywhere. Instead of giving people instructions for every step, they communicate the intent. They explain where we are going, why it matters, what values must guide decisions. Then they trust people to act. This is real leadership. Control creates fear. Trust creates ownership, and ownership creates results. Finally, the most important truth. People remember leaders for their character, not their position. Leaders must show integrity, courage, consistency. They must stand for something, even when it's uncomfortable. Because when people know what you stand for, they know how to follow you. And when leaders speak from the heart, people don't just listen, they believe. Leadership is not about speaking more. It's about speaking better, with clarity, with honesty, with values. That is the language of leaders. Subscribe to East African Mindset, where leadership, values, and purpose meet.